midos of Bitachon. Now, another aspect of Bitachon that we need to work on is our viewpoints and our framing of mind. There's a famous statement that no situation has a label. We give all the labels to our situation based on our perspective. There's a very famous therapy called CBT. It's cognitive behavioral therapy, which says your thoughts affect how you think, how you act, and how you feel. Your feelings affect how you think and how you act, and your behaviors affect how you feel and you think. It's all one big circle. But the main thing is, the one major way to change the whole cycle is to change the way you view things, and you change the way you look at something, right? The classic mashal is, somebody comes and you're walking in the street, and a guy pushes you to the ground. You would think, whoa. You get up and you have to go and retaliate. You have to go show him who's boss. But that's one frame of mind. But what if you didn't know that around the corner, someone made him deal with him, and he said, listen, we decided that we won $10 million, and whoever is a forgiving person that we push down, they don't say anything to us, we'll give him $1 million. So, right? So there, such a person, when he gets pushed down, knowing this knowledge, he would be happy getting pushed down, right? He would say, oh, this is amazing. This is the best thing in the world. So therefore, the all difference, the same pushing down to the ground. It's all about your framing of your mind. How a person looks at it. As we know, like, you could have this two situations happen to two different people, but based on their mentality, it'll be different, right? You go, a person gets a little fender bender, right? He bumps his bumper, and he breaks something. So a guy who has emunah, what does he say? He said, oh, kapara avonot, better on my car than on me. You know, thank God. If it wasn't this guy, I'll be a different guy. It would happen anyways. It's all from Shamayim. I'm happy this happened this way. As opposed to the guy who has no emunah, no bitachon. What does he say? Oh, who is this guy? Let me show him boss. I could have stopped it. I'm so foolish. I'm blaming myself. Wow, I have to pay this money now. I don't need this now. He doesn't realize because he has the wrong framing of mind, and therefore he takes it the wrong way in a stressful way. So therefore, the Chovot Levavot is telling us that we choose to see the world, we choose how to look at the world. Hashem doesn't give labels. It's just we don't realize how a lot of good things He does for us, and we label it wrong. We don't put the right label. We have to put the right label, the different label. So there's another beautiful story over here that says that there was a rabbi who was a community rabbi, and he went to a wedding. He went to Sudat Hodaya. He went to a Siyum, and he went to a bunch of different events in one day, and he was exhausted. And he went to sleep past midnight, and at 3 a.m. he gets a phone call from Hatzalah saying that there's this boy in the community. He's a troubled kid. He refuses to go to the hospital unless the rabbi comes with. So he said, listen, I'll meet you in the morning there. I can't. I'm exhausted. And they said, listen, we're parked outside your house, and he's refusing to go. You need to come with us. So he finally goes to the hospital, and he was all bummed out, and he's so upset. What do I need this now? I need a rest. I can't. How much already? Skoka mojna. And then he thought to himself, you know what? Maybe Hashem made a decree that I have to go to the hospital. And this is the Hesed way that I'll go to the hospital. Could be, I would have been in the stretcher, but now thank God I'm going to the hospital without being in the stretcher. So he looked at the Tovah. There's a famous story of Rapam, Alav Shalom, where there was a Hatan Kala, and they're very, very illustrious families, very, very well-to-do, very, very, whoever was a who's who was there. And it was very, very big kavod over there, very, very big mamad. And then what happens, they go under the chuppah, the rabbi is doing the chuppah, and all of a sudden they're reading the ketubah, and they realize there's a mistake in the ketubah. So what happens, the rabbi says, even though they went and they spent a lot of time to get this ketubah, but he said, we have to rip up this ketubah, we have to do a new ketubah. And it was a whole scene at the chuppah, and everybody was nervous, what's going on? And the father was like, what? It was so mad, like, what's going on? And embarrassed, bazor, and my chuppah, you have to rip up this ketubah, I paid a lot of money for it, you have to buy a new ketubah. And he said, he was upset, but the Rav turned to him and he said, listen, in Shamayim there was a decree, this girl needs 2 ketubahs. Who knows that this second ketubah could have been they got a divorce and she would have married another man, and that'll be her second ketubah. And now Hashem gave you that decree right here on the spot, right here, bechesed. You got the decree bechesed, now she had to fulfill the decree of 2 ketubahs. So for all depends how a person looks at it. A person, when we were little, we used to hate the rain, right? You say, oh, it's raining, I hate the rain, oh, I can't do anything on a Sunday. But what we realize now that the rain feeds the whole world, and it gives the plants the ability to grow, and therefore we have situations in our life. Why is Hashem doing this to me? And whoa, and mopey dopey, You did that to yourself. You put that label. Maybe you should change the label and be a little bit more open-minded, and you don't realize that Baruch Hu called David Rahmana. Everything Hashem does, L'tavavid, is for the best. Baruch Nayolah.